everyone, and welcome to the stream. We are going to be getting started on doing some habitats for Zoo Refugio Iquitos. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Just load in. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. That's right. We're gonna make this just kind of lined up over here. Just lined up all nicely. I hope people have been enjoying the Revelations of Planet Zoo 2, because it looks spectacular. We should be getting all kinds of nice features for it. So I'm quite excited. Hey, Minley Muppet, how's it going? Let me give you a brief tour of Zoo Refugio Iquitos. Obviously, the parking lot isn't fully finished, but I got a little too excited. Doing good. I've been really enjoying the Planet Zoo 2 news. So this is our main parking lot here. And then we've got bus parking over here. This still needs lots of work, but I want to get this project somewhat ready to go. So we've got this little... Yeah. So this is the entrance of Zoo Refugio Iquitos. Still a work in progress, but it's at a state right here that I don't hate what it looks like. This probably needs to be moved down. Thank you. It's, I like it, it's just not quite there. But this is kind of, you would enter in here, and then immediately the first thing is a little info stand, which we still need to work on that, but this is a habitat for smooth-fronted caiman, which we're just using the dwarf caiman as a stand-in because they're pretty much very similar. They can actually use this habitat, so that's pretty cool. I really feel like this is a nice step up. Now we still need to do some things to clean or messy up some of this area. So this is where you would like buy tickets. or where you could buy like maps and stuff. I don't know. But then, yeah. And then this is for Matamata's Green Basilisk. And then where's our other guys? I don't think they can get in here. But they can also use a good bit of this. Where are they? It's not just Green Basilisk in here, I promise. Green Basilisk, Green Basilisk. Did maybe they get boxed? Oh, that would be unfortunate. I'm really not doing too much on backstages for these guys. Cause, yeah. Where are they? They're not in there, right? Their mod must have gotten deleted. Oh, well, there's supposed to be caiman lizards in here as well, but apparently the mod got taken. No, Tri-State does on some of them, but I just wanted something simple. So yeah, there's supposed to be northern caiman lizards in here as well. But I guess I deleted the mod. I've been working on modded and unmodded projects, so it's been a little trickier. This is for golden lion tamarins, though we've got the golden-headed lion tamarin in here as a proxy, because there is no golden lion tamarin mod, which is crazy. Keeper door can't hurt you. Keeper door isn't real. And yeah, so we will of course be getting these guys in the deluxe edition of Planet Zoo 2, but I can build for them now. They can sort of climb on this. I have not seen. They theoretically can climb on this. Like, I see the green line and it goes places. Like, they should be able to use this. But I have not seen them do so. And then you'll be entering into the Amazon walkthrough, which we're still working on. But this will have Brazilian teals, green iguana, and yellow spotted river turtles. I mean, it's not crazy, but I mean, to be fair, also, you don't really lose anything by pre-ordering it. Unless you just don't have the funds to pre-order it. Because, like, I mean, it doesn't cost anything extra to pre-order it. Like, as long as you order it the day before Planet Zoo 2 releases, you get that stuff. I do like the tiger wall. I'm kind of not too upset if I just do this. Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I do like the tiger photo wall. I think that one is neat, and you see stuff like that in zoos. So I'm definitely trying to figure out how I can work aquariums into the plans that I have, because like I said, I was not expecting um, aquariums. I thought we would get birds or aquarium. Yeah, no, I mean, the donation bins work really well for a very cartoony children's area, but I wouldn't regularly use them. I might use like the shark one for an aquarium because I feel like that kind of works for that. Well, that's just unfortunate. That's just... Yeah, I mean, I think everyone expected aviaries. Just nobody thought we would be getting aquariums in addition. I thought it was going to be aquariums or... Wait. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Should really just... Let's get this in line. Yeah. Yeah, same. I think most people thought that. I'm very interested to see what the exhibit system is going to be like now. Yeah. Frontiers won me over so far. Like right now. Yeah, no, for sure. I hate building skylights. Might just opt for a very easy design. Because right now this is frustrating the heck out of me. Yeah, this is I'm trying not to make it have to be perfect from every single... I'm just gonna go the old-fashioned way. There ain't no point in reinventing the wheel. So I'm not trying to make it look good from every angle. I'm making it look good from the angles that people can see. Which is a departure from how I normally do things. I normally try and make every single angle look perfect. Boom. So now, what I'd want to do say we put a skylight in here. We put a skylight in here. So what we'll do is we'll take 2x4. We actually might just do. Yeah, I mean, you know I like to do backstages, but this is me taking a break from doing extensive backstages. This is my break zoo before we go to Africa, where I think I'm going to be going even crazier into backstages. So let's enjoy it while we can. Monkey's Tavern. I'm very interested. Also, you know what to do. I'm very interested. Thanks. I'm very interested, very cautious about it. I don't know how much I'm going to be using that, just because a lot of my stuff is still going to be ZSU. But I'll probably play around with it. I'm just... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's not official yet, but I may have a collab lined up with someone. We've just talked about an idea. Since I don't really have an aquarium in my current plans, I may be working on an aquarium with someone. I don't want to reveal anything until I'm 100% sure. Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember who pointed it out first in the videos that I saw. I think it was Goron. Or maybe it was Eben. I don't remember what order I watched it all. Have you seen the new pieces that came in the update? There are a few species that can probably be ascertained from them. Gotcha. This is the one that I think it's like a humphead cichlid, I think, maybe, or a humphead wrasse. And these are all flexicolor, so free update. Um, what do we think, or what do I want? I would guess piranha are on there. It'd be interesting if we get like alligator snapping turtles. I really think alligator snapping turtles could be interesting. Oh, actually, I think I want a 1 meter. Yeah, Arapina, red-tailed catfish, those are all likely suspects. West Indian manatee is another pretty likely one. But that's also a species that I can very much see them as a headliner for a DLC. If I'd have to guess, we're getting significantly more saltwater than freshwater, but that's just my guess. Usually people prefer saltwater to freshwater. I'm the exact opposite, but I'm weird like that. Look at us, twinsies. I just got back from the Tennessee Aquarium this past week. I was there Monday, and they have a very good selection of freshwater fish. Oh yeah. I've also done a good bit of freshwater fishing. I've done some saltwater fishing, but most of it's been for bass, for trout. True. Or, like, they could go for a white sturgeon. I'm so excited for the better lighting engine. We're probably going to need more interior lighting than this, but I'm going to let the... We'll see. But it does seem a little dark for birds and reptiles. We will definitely have to have some lights because glass blocks UVB. I'm trying to think of what would be a good... I think largemouth bass, lake sturgeon, maybe like a northern pike. Ooh, yellow perch would be good. That could also work for a southeastern aquarium, so you know I'm all down for that. Okay, we've kind of got the interior started. Now we can really start working on... Probably want the rock wall. Sorted out. Nice. Those are very cool fish. I've not caught any pike. I've caught trout. I've caught both rainbow, brook, and some sort of sea trout. I think it might literally just be called sea trout. Gotcha. Biggest fish I ever caught was a common carp or European carp. It was a carp. I didn't know what it was, but the first time that I hooked it, it snapped my line, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta catch this thing." In general, there's a rule about that. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Bergman's rule, I think it is, that the more northern you go, the larger it has to be to survive. Basically, because of harsh winters. Now, of course, that rule is not necessarily true of reptiles. Often the larger reptiles are found more towards the equator. Yeah, I mean, Why won't it? That's being very weird. I guess there were some we didn't grab. All right. There we go. Yeah, we've got American alligators down here. The next largest we've got is the, I mean, I guess next largest would be the probably the eastern indigo slash the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Both of those are pretty huge snakes. The longest lizard we have is the largest in the U.S., the eastern glass lizard. I'm taking my brother to the zoo tomorrow for his birthday, so hopefully we'll see the eastern glass lizard. He will be turning 25 tomorrow. But he lives in the area, and I should be able to get him tickets for free because of my membership. So he's been wanting to go with me for a little bit now. So guys trip. My brother and the baby are going. So it should be pretty fun. Hoping to see the San Perdido beach mouse, which is only found in one, or it's only found in like 5 U.S. zoos. So yeah. I mean, we're going to a restaurant later on in the day. Where we will probably get a picture of Yingling. No, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if the restaurant is very spotty on whether they have Yingling. Hey, Shadow Clutch. So we might get a local brown ale. It's really good. Truck Stop Honey is what it's called. I really like brown ales. Hey, Origin. Nice. I know you were. Was it in Michigan, or I know you were in North Carolina at the time? Was it uh in North Carolina or like Georgia? Oh yeah, Origin. It is. It is looking way better than I could have imagined. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I am waiting because I'm in a competition right now in one of Zeus's Discord server. If you go to his YouTube channel, he's got a link if you want to join the competition. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't revealed for sure, but he made it sound like the first place prize might be a copy of Planet Zoo 2. So Michigan, okay. I wasn't sure what kind of rapids you had there, but I know that the Appalachians have their own set of rapids. This is all going to look better in just a bit. Don't you worry. I'm realizing it's looking quite repetitive. I've got a glass of mead with me. But yeah, very much surprised that we got aquatics and aviary bird species. Quite excited. Origin and Shadow Clutch Head. Did y'all see the secret tree kangaroo? Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're gonna have some pretty big fish. Yeah, if you go to where they reveal the secretary bird, if you look at the iPad of the keeper, it has a Goodfellas tree kangaroo on it. Yeah. That trailer is so exciting. I may have a collab lined up. I mean, I probably do. I think we've pretty much confirmed it, but I want to. Yeah, because I mean, almost assuredly, we're not getting the full roster because they've already shown off that we're getting quite a bit new. I wouldn't be too upset if we didn't see all tigers getting returned. Like, I would not be upset if we didn't see the Bengal tiger return. But, like, if we got the Siberian tiger returning, that would be worth. Then again, we could be getting the Sumatran and the Siberian. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, but yeah, I might have a collab lined up with another creator to create like a southern style aquarium using the Tennessee aquarium and I I think so far Tennessee aquarium's gonna be his main inspiration. I want to take some inspiration from the Florida aquarium as well. I'd also love to go to the Alabama aquarium and get some inspiration from there because they've got some very rare fish from like the Gulf Coast. have to put some larger rocks in. Let's see, what did we do in these first few? Wish I had taken pictures at the Tennessee Aquarium, because they had some nice rock work. Let's see, if we use the same color, and then we turn the saturation down. Hey, how's it going, Masonry Man? Excite. Yeah, they definitely hinted that they will be, just based off of like that zebra habitat with the zebra going underneath that bridge. That was definitely something that couldn't happen in base game Planet Zoo. You could make it work in with Planet Zoo Plus, but definitely not base game. But yeah, Mason Man, are you excited about the Planet Zoo 2 release? What did anyone see anything that worried them? That's what I want to know. I've been checking with people. I think Eben was the one who said he thought it was to showcase better hitboxes. But yeah, me either. Which like scares me because usually there's something that I'm like, like it seems like they have flawlessly um like oh, that's unfortunate. I checked. I should meet the minimum requirements. I think the CPU they didn't, but honestly, like terrain work is something Planet Zoo already has super strongly, so there wasn't much that needs to be like shown off in that front. So I if they don't tweak that, I'm not too upset. Um uh, yeah, no, they did say on the website that flexi-color pathing and easier pathing is going to be a part of it. So I assume we're getting Planet Coaster 2's pathing system. See, I don't really like Jurassic World Evolution 3 um, terrain a lot. I feel like it's much more difficult to make precise um, changes. From yeah, I assume we're getting a gameplay trailer on the 6th. That's my current. Thanks for the follow, Masonry Man. Yeah, I think I need to get a little bit more memory because I'm at like the minimum required memory. But right now my biggest thing is I need to pay to build a. Yeah, no, that is going to be really good. And we did see that they have chief beef still. Ah, thanks, Masonry Man. Appreciate it as always. Yeah, YouTube does do that quite. Yeah, so I think all birds are going to be able to free fly, or you can have them in the aviary. So that would allow exhibits like this, if there's no openings, you would be able to keep a bird in an enclosure like this, as far as I'm aware. Um, yeah, YouTube's kind of crap for that front. It's great for like getting people to see your stuff. Not so great when it comes to like chat delays. So like I think you would be able to add them in habitats because they're in the same habitat system. Yeah, me either. But like I think Columbus Zoo has a I think it's Columbus Zoo that has. Yeah. That's the theory, at least. Nah, they've not told me nothing. I did sign up to Keymailer to see if they'll give me an early access key, but I'm not really expecting it. I'm still a pretty small creator, so wouldn't be surprised at all if I don't uh, get it, but would be a nice, happy. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Well, that is not what I wanted to do. In this zoo, I mean, so far, probably these guys are the primary attraction. The smooth-fronted caiman. Um, Currently, the biggest attraction in the zoo that I own is capybaras. So this is a ZSU zoo, so we will have to get all of our species through trading and events and stuff. Oh, cool. You're in Australia. Yeah. So this is a small mini project for ZSU. I probably won't have more than like 60 species. Jaguar will probably be our biggest goal. They're not incredibly hard to keep in at least South American zoos, but or a tapir. I think if we could get like a mountain tapir, that might be a really good goal to go for. So, it's not too bad, especially if you once you've started the first one and you get to I think it's 100 species in that one, and then you can multis in 6 months. Or I think it might just be as long as your zoo's been open for 6 months. You might have to have your first zoo at 100 um, species. Then once you do multi-zoo, you get species so fast because you're having to work on events for both zoos, and it feels very fast. Also, you can develop sort of friendships with some of the people, like Forge. He shows up to some live streams. He's one of my buddies on ZSU. He also works with Leaf a good bit on habitats. So you get to start off with 10 species. So um, our 10 species are the smooth-fronted caiman that go in here. I'm gonna feel bad for being a mod in ZSH's server and probably not saying ZSH, as much as I really do think he's definitely top 3. But I have to say probably Wyatt Andrews' workshop, because whenever he does do a build, it's just he also builds American zoos more frequently, and I find that a lot of Planet Zoo creators tend to go for more European zoos. ZSH probably. Hmm. I think top 3 building for me is Wyatt Andrews, Leader, and Goron. Um, like just, I think of the Planet Zoo. Yeah, Captain Callum's one of the. He's my number 1 underrated YouTuber for sure. He's a guy I'm pretty um friendly with. Like, I feel like, I mean, I'm in his server and we DM each other every once in a while. Leader is getting back into Planet Zoo, and we'll definitely be doing it in Planet Zoo 2. Unfortunately, Wyatt Andrews' workshop and Leader are both so sporadic in how much they play Planet Zoo that it's kind of hard to give them those top roles. ZSH just objectively, I like Kingpin, but I don't watch a lot of his videos because it's console. It just, he's a good builder for console, but it's hard. He has one of the best personalities for creating YouTube videos that of Planet Zoo creators. Like even Goron, um, Wyatt Andrews Workshop, Leader, they're all great builders, like incredible builders, but maybe don't necessarily have like the creator slash making content that. Yeah, no, he's got a great personality. Uh-oh. Okay. I was gonna say I'm showing 0 dropped frames, so that would be surprising. But Twitch can work in mysterious ways. Hmm. Yeah, I'm showing 0 dropped frames, so that's probably a Twitch issue. Well, if Origin said it was an issue too, I don't know. Or OBS is lying to me. Oh, Leaf was mentioning in Bronation that he wants an Everglades pack and with like the American black bear, manatees, like gar, and I mean, as much as I'm not planning on building another southeastern zoo, that is such a high want for me. Plus, I want Bear Park Berm to have black bears, so that would be a huge, great pack for me. Um, I honestly hope that they don't try and be like, oh, we need to have this many fish, these many birds, and this many land creatures. Hey, Jess. I'm hoping they don't feel the need to split the DLCs like that. I feel like if we get DLCs that are more, oh, this DLC is focused on this river or this ocean, um, that would be a better way of doing it. Or, oh, we're going to do Birds of South America pack or something like that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, that trailer was just so beyond what I thought it was going to be. I came in somewhat. That's true. We have got. Yeah, we have gotten hints at Grizzly Bear returning. There's a bear statue. Oh, what just happened? Hydrate. Oh, we're gonna. I don't have water, so we're just gonna drink alcohol. It's hydrating, right? Gosh, this is, this is. Once we have actual stuff around the walls, I promise it's not going to look so strange. I promise. We just got to get these epiphytic plants kind of in place. But yeah, a taiga pack would be great. I would love to. Yeah, I just don't want them to fall into a trap of saying, "Oh, when I release a pack, I have to have a fish in it. I have to have a bird in it." Whereas, and or I have to have land mammals in it, or slash reptiles. They can say, "All right, guys, we're going to do a bird DLC, or we're going to do, excuse me, a fish DLC." I don't want them to feel like. So, I mean, there's some new vegetation in there. Like, I think we can see some heather. It looks like the faux rock texture has been updated, so I'm gonna like to look actually realistic. Um, because if you look at the zebra shot, you can see a piece that looks like this piece, but looks actually like rough. So I'm hopeful for that. One question people have been asking a lot has been like, are we going to get underwater tunnels? And even if we don't get that at launch, I feel like that's a free update. That screams free update. Like, I would be surprised if we didn't get it in a free update. I need to update. Yeah, it certainly looks like it's not going to be bad at launch. Like, they are really making it look like um they're gonna do a good job with it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean Jurassic World Evolution 3 was not a Planet Coaster 2 launch. It wasn't as good a launch as I think it should have been. Um, the game, thing I'm most concerned about is I don't want it to feel clunky, and I feel like Jurassic World Evolution 3 was a very clunky game, and I'm a little concerned that the reason it was because they had to make it for console players at the same time. So I'm hoping that they've figured out how to make it work for PC players. Yeah. Like, it's a good game. It just, and that clunkiness has made me not want to play it as much. Hopefully we'll be getting a new DLC in June, and maybe I'll get a little bit more inspiration to play it. We'll see. Yeah. And maybe they'll find a way so that they can keep it um maybe they'll find a way to keep it from being weird like that. But as of right now, I'm a little bit skeptical on the clunkiness. But Jurassic World Evolution 3 does feel better now. So they can at least fix it, which means that they should be able to not have it at launch. But, you know, maybe they will. Maybe they won't. They have the backbone of a great game. Like, yeah, I don't think that is really going to be a high priority of theirs. Honestly, I would not be upset if they. This is something I asked in Bro Nation earlier, and nobody really gave me an answer of what's going to be the selling point for Planet Zoo 3. Because we know it's coming out. We know that they're wanting to move games to a 4-year rotation, where every 4 years you would get a new edition of the game. I would also be quite upset if we didn't, because they are so cool. I'm trying to think if I have them planned in my African zoo. Definitely top 3 canon. If not number 1, what do I have? Red Wolf. Red Wolf is my number 1. But then African Wild Dog. Had to think for a second. I was like, I feel like there's another canon that I prefer. And it's because it's a native one. A native critically endangered. My number 3 favorite, they won't add to Planet Zoo because it wouldn't make sense. But, well, maybe they would. They've added weirder animals that shouldn't be in Planet Zoo. I love Ethiopian wolves, in case you are wondering what species they want to add to Planet Zoo. but they're only kept in Ethiopian zoos and wildlife parks. So, but they've added Sega, so. And mola mola aren't necessarily common either. All right, this is looking better. Yeah, I'm really not too concerned about hitboxes. Yeah, it does seem like the lighting has been updated to the new engine so that nocturnal houses would work. I really don't think Scaviola is going to be play here. No, it's not South American, but it kind of gives tropical vibes. The bane of my existence. Himalayan brown bear. It's one I can do without. I would not be upset if we got an American black bear as opposed to the Asiatic black bear. Just more common. Chinese penguins, one I feel like I could do without. They're a cool species, but they're not exactly a species personally, I'd like all. Bengal tiger is one I can actually do without. I know that's probably going to be one of the less popular. Yeah, I think the African antelope, I would probably keep most of those. Just because I think having interesting species. Yeah, that would be a little bit more common. No pangolin is really common in zoos, but those are. Well, they used to be kept in a couple of European zoos, just not successfully, really. I think England had one for a while, or a group of them, but they kind of unalived themselves. Yeah. Which is funny, if you want to see a donut-shaped enclosure, go ahead and check my latest video out if you haven't already. We have one in that video. Or not my latest video, but my latest tri-state video, I guess you could say. I'm so excited about the golden eagle. It'll probably be able to proxy for wedge-tailed eagle as well for the Australian people. Or the imperial eagle. Okie dokie. Let's see. We might just want to get the animals in here. See how they behave in their enclosure. Because that is never a guarantee. Yeah, speed builds are just, for one, from what I've heard, they just don't do as well on YouTube, which I kind of agree from what I've seen. And they're way more difficult to make. It requires having hours and hours of footage, editing that down. Um, yeah, and I'm kind of moving away from the voice acting as well. It took way longer to record those, and I really want to be able to create semi-regular videos. Stupid water. Now I know what you're thinking. Green iguana. Leaf made a mod that makes green iguanas habitat species. I don't really want piebald iguanas. So we'll just cycle through some wild form. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, not that, like, those exhibits aren't suitable for these species, because they definitely are. Again, exhibits are so much larger, but it does just add life to it. And then the other species, oh, we don't have them. Turtle? Let's go to Steam, Library, Workshop. Do we have yellow spotted? No. We'll just have to pretend with them. Let's get the green iguanas in here. Nice, they can use way more than I thought they would be able to. I like southern ground hornbills. They are quite nice. I don't... Mine would have to be peregrine falcon. Golden eagle's pretty high up there, but secretary bird and peregrine falcon are probably my top 3. And yes, this is using Great Cake's Foliage Remaster, which is why the elephant ears look actually good. Trying to figure out ways to work these in without just completely covering the ground. I think I prefer ravens to crows, but generally corvids are very cool. We've got 2 species of crow here in Alabama. We have the fish crow, and then the American crow. The American crow is the more common of the 2. But and then we get vagrant ravens every once in a while, but I haven't seen one. But I did get to see them in Alaska, which was pretty cool. Sure, none of that's peeking through. It's pretty good there. These guys do look quite good. Can they... I mean, that's fair. I'm trying to keep the scaling pretty reasonable, and that does make, obviously, up the scaling. Like, that's just going to be more difficult to get the scaling right. So where a building might look way too large. I don't think they can climb, because I'm guessing that they use the Nile monitor as a base. That's my guess, at least. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Would be quite cool. It's a shame that the Asian water monitor didn't climb, since they are also a pretty common climber. So far, I've just 3 Brazilian teals. Yeah, does not look like they're going to climb. So, a couple turtles, 3 Brazilian teals. I might do a small group of scarlet ibis as well, but that's probably going to be it. I don't, because it's a walkthrough, I don't want to crowd it too much. If we ever get a sun bittern, we might also get one of them. Honestly, I'm not. Well, the scarlet ibis is pretty small. Like they're they're probably about the same size as the ducks, honestly. I think this habitat is pretty good. Anybody have any things that I'm missing that we need? Otherwise, I'm going to take a snapshot and... Yeah. I don't feel like I need to make it too crazy. Maybe some elephant ears in here. Oh, and enrichment items still. Okay, we're not quite done. Not quite done. Make sure any other plants that I'm forgetting to add that's kind of become part of my plant palette. Because I've kind of got an established plant palette now. Be that for good or ilk. Thanks everyone who's watching on Twitch right now. I do appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube and it's not showing up in my feed, then thanks for watching. But right now it seems like we got more people on Twitch than YouTube. I don't really feel the need to do much over here. Except maybe... Yeah. Just add a little bit of river rocks over here to kind of vary the texture. If y'all haven't noticed, I've really fallen in love with the Oceania rocks for this kind of riverbank. Or, I mean, just rocks poking out of... Yeah, I know. I need to update it. I just am so lazy. I feel like the first couple times I saw people use them, I was like, that doesn't look good. And then started using... I don't remember who I saw use them that I was like, ooh, yeah, that can look good. You just gotta tweak it so that it doesn't look... You gotta be very careful to make sure it doesn't look square. Because that's something that can happen. Oh, well, look, we're on the exact same wavelength there. All about avoiding that. Random rotation can help in that, as well as having a few height variation in your terrain can also help with that. And then just using them next to each other, randomly rotated, just kind of keeps it from being too boring. Alright, and then I was supposed to put one of these down, free build it. I mean, probably could have had better picks, but I think most people were pretty happy with the Oceania pack, with maybe the exception of the Quokka. Don't really want to do some of these that are very carnivorous from the outset, but like something like this. There we go. Just because they're not really found in zoos frequently. Outside of Australia, at least. This is called Walkthrough Aviary. Now I need to make sure. I think the little penguin is a good pick, but I'm just doing a little bit of housing here for a second. We're supposed to have a second female. I don't know. You kind of getting the tropical penguin feels good to me. No, they're a very good one for sure. Oh, I didn't save it as a PNG, JPEG. Gosh, that's an annoying thing about Discord. I'd love to see like a Mahellenic. The Gentoo would be cool as well. .2 yellow spotted river turtle. Now I need to see what percentage our zoo is at, because we might be able to get that stuff immediately, but I think we're still going to need a little bit more. Yeah, we're at 70%. We need one more species housed to get to 80. That doesn't make sense. Huh. Oh well. Not biting the gift horse in the mouth. That's exactly what they say, right? Why did grids turn off all of a sudden there? Yeah, this actually does need to get moved to here. That's going to be the staff area. What all we're going to do back there, I'm not sure yet, but would be interesting. We'll definitely have to see if how they handle that, if at all. I think maybe one more this way, and then we'll grab this. Okay. You just need to go in one, which means we'll have to figure out how to make that look pretty, but I don't know what to do with this yet, but let's get to work on our next big habitat. We should probably do it with this first. I forgot how annoying this is. Yeah. That's probably big enough for a squirrel monkey. Yeah, I think we have 5. And if we go they're so tiny. The question will be, I think I want a separation area like here that the monkeys wouldn't be able to get to. For the kangaroo, for the flamingos. Except I want it more like that. And then of course I want this like so. Oh, that's perfect, at least. Water actually cooperating. That would seem reasonable. Oh no, yeah, this will be an island. And then the flamingos will be able to have their own separate area there if they want it. We'll see how it looks now. Still got a few places that just need a little bit of work. Yeah, I got it. It's just, that's also how I've kind of made the mud pool, the barriers in here, so I kind of want to continue that. So it kind of looks like a textured concrete. I mean, this is going to be mostly stalactites. This still needs a little bit of work here. Thanks. Just gotta trust the process. Okay. I think that's probably pretty good. Yeah, same. Agreed. Like, my zoo has a pretty good staff area for like their barn area. That's really nice. Really quite nice. So yeah, flamingos need a special type of clay to make their nest out of, so that's what this kind of area is going to be. We don't want the squirrel monkeys next to eggs. That just seems like a disaster waiting to happen. cool. They have like an incubator set up near their birds. I'm trying to think of... Kind of now deciding that I don't want it to be too crazy. That will have more things poking through. Yeah, my zoo's got some outdated ones. But we've got a great bird collection. Like, secretary birds are pretty rare in US zoos. Only 9 US zoos have them. We've got crested cuckoos, which there's 25 zoos that have them. Yeah, that's looking good. Now time to actually get these all connected. Gotcha. Yeah, I really do like my zoos. I like my zoo's flamingo habitat. That's unfortunate. I'm definitely going to just be stealing Captain Callum's recent blueprints, because... Yeah, our Golden Eagle aviary is pretty good. I just say, I've probably said this a lot. Good job, Captain Callum. They're definitely... Yeah, they're mine too. I had to think for a second, but yeah. I just want Captain Callum to please never stop making these blueprint sets. Because they have single-handedly saved me so much time building climbing structures. That's good at least. You talking about the John Ball Zoo or Gotcha. I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hmm. Our black bear and coyotes have probably some of the best, and our elephants. Our elephants have really good enclosure. But our black bears and our coyotes, because the coyotes are living in an enclosure that was originally meant for a tiger. Yeah, I'm actually, at first I thought that we had a very mid North American river otter habitat, but now I think it's probably really good because honestly, I want to try something for this. Staff building. I want it to be very small. Nice. Yeah, at first I wasn't like super. I had saw that on their Instagram page. Yeah, I think I saw a tour of that one. I think he sent me one. Hmm. Did they had Sitatunga in there, didn't they? And I think I remember seeing the mix and being like, that's interesting. Hippo with anything is kind of bold. Alright, and I promise that this building is going to look more interesting. Ooh, we do not have time to build. Like, this building will not get a ton of work. It happens. It's a little sad because Sitatunga aren't, like, I don't see them very often, but well, that's good at least. That's good at least. I'm gonna hate this. Just warning y'all beforehand that I'm probably gonna complain a lot. You can just say this is what you get for building a habitat that looks like this. That is an okay response. But those aren't super common in American zoos, like the European white storks, which are also found in Africa, but you know. Yeah. I don't think they're super common in American zoos. I don't think they're specifically rare, but yeah, I think it's just one species, but our swan's in with the flamingos. Alright, let's see if we can get the squirrel monkeys in here. Oh, I must have deleted their them as well. Well, 1 second, guys. That will need to be fixed. Let's just check. I don't think I can do this, but... No. Okay, so we need to reload. So we'll be back in a second. I'll be back in just a second, as soon as we can reload Planet Zoo. Because we had to load those mods in to see if they can actually use this habitat. Every zoo has to have one animal that you'd never see. Mine is the brush-tailed batong. It's been in different aviaries for a long time, like 10 plus years. They've had this species. I don't know if it's the same individuals. Always had them and they had them in one aviary for the longest time, and now they're in a different aviary that is much smaller. So I was like, oh, this is going to be my chance. I'm going to get to see this guy. Because, I mean, they're about the size of a rabbit, to my understanding. Still never seen it. That and the Perdido Key beach mouse I've not seen. I have seen maned wolves at the Montgomery Zoo, which is about an hour south of me. And at the Gulf Breeze Zoo. So I've seen maned wolves a couple of times. I unfortunately did not get to see them at Audubon. They were not uh, visible. You know, I bet I would have. I think the Audubon was a solid 8 out of 10. It had a few enclosures I didn't like, particularly the American black bear enclosure. This might be a little close. Maybe not. Male. 4 females. I'd like to see if they're able to get over to the other side. Hey, thanks for the raid, Gabby. Wow. Appreciate it. Hello, we are working on... This is a modded zoo. I'll show you, just to give you a quick tour. So this is Zoo Refugio Equitos. So this is the smooth-fronted caiman. So this one is very new. Oh, and then me, Brit. I'm not British, but appreciate it. Wait, we just reinstalled. Okay. We need to get these guys into the habitat as well, because we just had to get. So this is all modded. But this is our Amazonian River habitats. So it has plumed basilisk. So Planet Zoo Plus makes it so that Planet Zoo Plus makes it so that the animal hitboxes are smaller. That's how you're able to have exhibits like this. And how I'm able to make the glass barriers null so that it actually looks like good. And then just different animal mods as well. So like, I just realized that that water's rendering weird. So it does sometimes make weird things happen, but we'll deal with that. It's fine. And I have no idea how the northern caiman lizards are going to actually like get into the habitat. I'm hoping they'll just place the box up there. So it's I would highly recommend Leaf's channel. He has a full description on how to do it. So he's great YouTuber. And so this and then these are tamarins. I just realized I need to add smudges to the bottom of the glass. But oh well. And then we've got our walk-through aviary in here, which right now it just has green iguana, but we're going to be adding some ducks in the near future. This is what's called a ZSU zoo, which is Zoo Sims United, so we actually have to get all of our species through trading in a Discord server. So we haven't traded those out yet. So we're working on this, very rough at the moment. I'm hoping it's not really where I want you to put the squirrel monkeys. I'm hoping they're going to be able to climb out. Yes. Okay, so we are way further along in this than I thought. Is this climbable? No, it's not. That's why that wouldn't work. So it's basically like franchise mode, but a little bit better because, well, for example, you can't get all species at the start. You have to build up experience for those species. So like you start off with 10 species that are considered starters. Oh, of course, that caused their transversal area to break, so they're going to do a whole big recalculation. And now we sort of have some... Oh, game, please. And we're going to need... obviously, we want to change this to a rope piece that is 2 meters, the smallest climbable rope piece we have. Of course it is. Also, I did not make this climbing blueprint. Captain Callum did. All praise to him. Because I would have lost my brain doing this. I hate climbing frames. Though I'm beginning to think I should have just done my own at this point. Ooh. I'm also trying to think of... So... This is supposed to be a... Yeah, it's like it is and it isn't. Oh, I forgot we want to... Like, I didn't know for the longest time. I think Rudy, actually, is who I watched, who introduced me to mods. That's true. A lot of YouTubers do. I think ZSH, Pacha are sort of the ones that don't. Just unbox. So maybe I don't want to use Callum's because I feel... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. But I do like building my own stuff. I don't like just plopping down blueprints. So we're going to use my... I feel like I have a style. Interesting. Very interesting. Climbable beam. I think first things I watched were from Rudy back when the game first came out. Okay, so that should put them to where they can... They should now be able to get to the... Okay, buddy. Okay, yes, they can get onto the ground there. Now, what color do I want this to be? I think I had seen... I liked the newish wood look that, like, this gave me. And then we'll grab the tropical stone. I think I have my own specific color for that. Yes. So we want to make sure we use... Oh, that's not even black. We got 3 different colors. Ugh. Variation. Oh, actually, I think stone color 2. Gotcha. Yeah, I think Caesar Creates was who I watched when I got back into the game. So Caesar Creates and ZSH were probably some of the ones who influenced me most when I got back into the game. Let's see. And I remember the first time I saw mods, I was like, those are janky. I usually do as well. Planet Zoo's been one of the ones that once I started streaming it, I really, really got into it. Let's see what we're working on. Working with. Probably could use the Audubon Zoo climbing frames as a reference as well, because they had a really great spider monkey enclosure. So let me just pull that up. Because that was quite inspiring, because it went over the water. They had really good primate enclosures. Yeah, I never was really much interested in Subnautica. I watched videos of it, but I just never felt super connected to the game. I'm not going to go too crazy with this climbing structure, at least not yet. I want to get it to a place where we can put the animals and feel in here and feel pretty good about it. So we'll go with a very simple climbing frame, like a couple of poles like so. Lame. No, I'm kidding. Is that the new one? For those who just came into the raid, do y'all have any thoughts about the Planet Zoo trailer? The Planet Zoo 2 trailer? If y'all have seen it. Oh, okay. But Subnautica 2 just came out, right? Oh, this is always... overshot. Shoot. Come on. Come on. This is a better way of doing it. This is a much better way of doing it. Gotcha. So tiniest bit to the right. Probably like right there. Yeah, perfect. You know how I said I was not going to spend a ton of time on climbing frames, and yeah, we're just going to get the bare basics of it in. Then we'll get the foliage on this island in, and then we got to figure out how we can do the... Wait a second. Yeah, no, it does suck, but I don't really like to use other people's workshop builds for things that I know I can do. And this is something I know that I can do. I just don't want to. Can I? Oh yeah, they look great. Can I? I don't see why not, right? Like have a habitat inside of a habitat? That way I can have two different exhibit gates. Oh, they're going. They're going for it. Because I don't really want flamingos to have to rely on that building. Alright, guys. Y'all are going to see a lot of spam here, but don't worry. Three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. 12. 16. 20. 24. Nope, nope, nope. We can do it. Perfect. We may want a few more staff with how long it... We also probably at some point should get those guys to actually... Yeah, this way we can have a little building over here for the flamingos, because we really want them to be separate than the... Yeah, we get that you can get out, technically, but... First of all, can you get on those islands? Yes, you can. Perfect. Now, let's start creating an actual fence. Yeah, really. Actually... First of all, let's change this color to that. That brings us... But now, I feel... No, that sounds quite miserable. I really need to update the question of the day. I did like that. That was fun. Ooh, no, we're... Can we have a 1x2? There we go. We're gonna go for a very... Yeah. Hey, welcome, Lucas. I saw you in the Planet Zoo countdown live stream. Let's see. Oh, it looks amazing. Hey, White Lupin, thank you for the follow. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. Why is that not? Yeah, that's something I wanted to do, is kind of get a high budget South American zoo for this one. Since we've done North American low budget. And then Planet, yeah. And we'll be doing low budget African. I mean, probably somewhat high budget African for Africa, but I guess Tri State has kind of gotten beyond low budget, but it's got some low budget builds. Hmm. Intrigued, but we'll know not this weekend, but next weekend. There's some high budget Australian zoos. Like Taronga looks like it's pretty high budget. I know about the blacktip reef shark. If I had to guess on what else we would be getting, I would probably say nurse shark would be a pretty good guess. Or if they do like touch tanks, a bonnet head or bamboo shark. Huh. That's yeah. Now they've got some high budget Australian builds, zoos. I think Sydney Zoo's high budget. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's not a crazy price range. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Interesting. Sneak peeks in the countdown. I'll have to check that out. Touch tank is something I feel like they might implement in like a free update. It just feels free updatey. But I'd be happy to be proved wrong. Okay. It's certainly a large flamingo aviary. Or not aviary, but exhibit. But we might get some other waterfowl as well. I think white-tailed eagle has been confirmed. Or bald eagle. It's Leaf says white-tailed eagle. Um, not being able to open the OVL data sounds like a computer issue rather than, because that should just be a folder. If you go to the modding community server, they should be able to help you out there. Yeah, that's one you would have to have. But they also have a help forum, so it sounds like an installation issue. Um, make sure you're unzipping the file and getting the right folder. Because ZSH Plays, he said it was a bald eagle, and but then Leaf said whitetail, so it's very much. I think Leaf is more of a birder, but hmm. I really would not want to have both, because that would give us with 3 eagles if you have the deluxe. The bald eagle does feel like a much more obvious choice than the whitetail. Um, but Frontier will do what Frontier will do. But I'm not finishing this habitat by 10. Yeah. African fish eagle would be a cool one to have, but I agree it's not the iconic eagle. Technically, whitetails are conspecific with bald eagles, so they're basically genetically identical, from what I understand. That oh my god, this would be a very very expensive habitat. I have to get this enclosure finished. Yeah, we'll see. They may show us more on June 6th. It seems weird that they gave creators like 3 species. Hmm. That they weren't allowed to show. It makes me wonder if they're going to get to build for them. Um, makes me think that they're going to get to build for them sometime soonish. That's why they couldn't show them off. Very suspicious. Yeah. America! I'd very much want a bald eagle. Yeah, no, 100% Frontier has outdone themselves with what they have shown off. I mean, at this point, it's just what I want, very specifically. Because, I mean, I can't complain. It's just, oh, I'd prefer them to have this over this. That's probably about as big as the... I'm going to have this, like, there. Boom. I'd love to see a walrus. Obviously, manatees are very high on my list. I'd love to ask what those are. I'm not going to be here in 20 minutes, but next time I see you, I'll have to ask what your pets are. Let's try and get just a very basic habitat in here so that I can say it is in a spot that isn't super, that the animals would be able to stay in here. Squirrel monkey, forage box. Boom. Yeah, it's probably better for just mass appeal on YouTube. I mean, he is quickly becoming the largest Planet Zoo YouTuber. Like, his subs are going up by quite a bit. I know he doesn't do as much Planet Zoo, but I think he will be. So I'd still count him out in the ranks of Planet Zoo YouTuber. Yeah, we're gonna be getting new flamingos. Yeah, no, that is gonna be fun. Yeah. Sorry for these quick. And dirty. Fly into water. Let's see. I'm just trying to get us to a place that feels pretty good. Thank you. I just need to get into a place where I can say that this enclosure is finished. Next Friday, I am going to be in North Carolina this upcoming week, so I will be... Yeah, next Friday. So I'll be in North Carolina this upcoming week, so I will not be streaming then. What are these shingles called? Painted clay roof. So I will be in Ashboro Zoo on Wednesday, I think. This is going to be a very simple staff building, at least at the start. We'll probably make it a little bit more interesting at a later time, but we just want to get the basis down so we can call this habitat not finished, but finished for now. Because I need to trade with somebody and I have to be 75% housed to do that. And this will push me to 75%. It'll actually push me to 80%. Yeah, basically. Like... I think we can do one more thing before we end it. That, grab the mud ball. And I don't want to random rotation on. Let's see. I don't want it to be super shallow or super deep because flamingos have a propensity for injuring themselves. Squirrel monkeys still just don't. Well, monkeys in general just don't like water, so this water, even though it's very shallow, it's probably about to where if a squirrel monkey was to get in it, they'd be up to their head, so they probably would not do so. Of course, now the game just decides it won't snap in the right direction for me. Boom. Let's hit play because these flamingos are all going to fix themselves, question mark. Or this one's just going to be stuck. There we go. Wait, where? Oh, so there are. Yep. Don't know what that was all about. Should be fixed now. Alright, we'll just take a screenshot of that. I hope that should work, but I guess I should raid. I got so many people, I need to be considerate of other streamers. We'll see if there's anyone. Make sure we raid. I think Stone Soul said he was gonna go live today, but same category. This person looks like they're building pretty decently. Never mind, it's pretty boxy. Trying to go to places that look like they're. Yeah, let me see. This one they're actually building their own climbing frame. Oh, it's only Spanish. Let's see this one. Okay, they're working hard on a building. Let's do it. Let's do it.